I can look at the trees. There's a lot of things I can look at to tell me what direction is north. I need this to walk a straight line. Okay? So, here's what we're going to do. Okay? You understand now that the needle's in a doghouse. That is how you walk a straight line. So if I'm going to put a bearing into this compass that I want to follow, it can be done two ways. The first one is I see something I want to go to, right? And if that's the case, and you guys don't all have the same compass, but what you would do is, and I'm going to leave mine open flats because a lot of you guys have flat base plate compasses. What you would do is you'd line your body up with the object you want to walk to, holding the compass out in front of you, and you would line your body up with it, and you would move the bezel ring till the needle's in a doghouse. That is plugging in a visual bearing. You have to keep the compass flat. It has to be centered on your body. And you have to turn the bezel ring that we talked about, turning that red doghouse until it's right underneath that needle. And that's going to allow me to walk a straight line to that object as long as I'm not going to lose sight of it. All right? If I lose sight of it, that's why I got the compass. Now I can just look at the compass to tell me whether I'm walking the straight line or not. It's more complicated than that because you don't want to sit and walk and look at your compass the whole time you're walking. You're going to trip over stuff, you're going to fall over in the woods, you're not going to see where you're going, your compass needle's going to jump in and out of the doghouse, and you're going to make corrections, micro corrections left and right, and you're going to get all screwed up. So what you really have to do is you have to leapfrog, which means once you look at something way off in the distance that you like that you're going to travel to, so let's say way off in the distance I'm on high ground advantage and I see a fire tower and I'm lost. I point at that fire tower and I get my visual bearing plugged in and I leave it alone. Then I find something in that same line of sight that I'm not going to lose sight of before I get to it, and I walk to that. I put my compass away and I walk to that. Then I get my compass back out and I stand against that object and I find something else in that same line of sight, not moving anything on the compass, that I'm not going to lose sight of until I get to that. I close my compass and I walk to that. That's called leapfrogging. You can do that by visual objects, or you can do it with a person. You can send your buddy out as far as you can see him and say, okay, stop. Then you can walk to your buddy. We do that a lot out here during the basic class. Okay, that's called leapfrogging. Now, the other thing that you can do is you can plug a bearing into your compass, and the bearing, your travel bearing, is the degree reading at the top of your compass, and the top is up here. Okay, the very front of your compass, that's where your bearing is at. And that little degree marker, that bezel ring you guys have been turning, has got 360 on it, 360 degrees, okay, just like a circle. I know this is way too complicated for some of you guys, all right, so we're not going to get too deep into that. But you can turn a number to the top of that compass and then move your body until the needle's in a doghouse, and that's how you follow a bearing that someone gives you. We're going to do that today a little bit, all right?